Hi you guys, it's your girl Antoinette, and today be coming at you with the video, and it's called TikToker Found Dead After Viral Video Exposing Diddy and Oprah. Now these two have been headlining so much that I promise you it doesn't even surprise me. Like, they will go at any extent just to take out someone for exposing them or anything. Like, if they know they doing wrong, why they got the... I don't even want to live like this at this point. It's literally just... It's just heartbreaking, really. Just to even know that you got to just take someone out just to keep from someone knowing your secret. If it's that serious, maybe you shouldn't be doing it. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you can see me. And let's jump into this video.
You want more? I'll give you more. Speaking of that J. Lulu jail time, we've got another Diddy blind item. So this is in 2013 and this was released on PR Newswire. I used to also have to do investor relations and I used to release, write the press releases to give and send them to PR Newswire. That's funny. Sean Diddy comes and Rock Ultra Premium Vodka team up with...
So much bigger than you could ever imagine. It's the whole system.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. What is it that the authoritarian fears the most? I don't care if you're a king or dictator or a Marxist leader or communist leader. It is always the same thing. You fear the truth. Because the truth about your crimes against humanity, the truth about who you are, the truth about your own personal moral failings, your own weakness, your own brutality, these truths get known and then people rise up against you.
Right.
This is why, of course, free information is blocked in all totalitarian systems. It's why whistleblowers or people that speak the truth go missing inside of systems like Soviet Russia or modern day communist China. Vladimir Lenin, the founding father of Soviet Russia, had this to say: "It is true that liberty is precious, so precious that it must be carefully rationed," meaning nobody must be at liberty to question us or to know the truth. It is sort of with that table setting that we wish to talk about this very interesting little story that crossed our feed here seconds ago. Kylie Marissa Roth, controversial TikToker, dead at 36. So who is Kylie Marissa Roth?
Who is
I don't
that?
actually know,
I don't
to be
know
quite
her.
honest with you. I'm not on TikTok. I don't really know TikTok celebrities. It's not a platform that I particularly invest in for a lot of different reasons, but this was a TikToker that had a big following, that had 221,000 followers, 5 million likes, and apparently had millions more followers, but TikTok banned their account. Why? Kylie Marissa Roth, a TikToker known for controversial celebrity blind items, who started many of her videos with the famous catchphrase, "You want more, I'll give you more," has died at 36. It's a little strange for somebody who seems to be in decent health, right? 36 years old. I mean, you're certainly not supposed to die at that age. Kylie's sister, Lindsay, announced on Monday on Instagram, claiming the content creator died last week. "We don't know what happened yet." A little strange for the sister to be saying. "I know she touched many people with her humor, intelligence, beauty, gossip, activism, athleticism, and more. She had many gifts. If anybody is connected to Kylie, I'm here to talk and share memories." So, like, her family's completely in the dark as to how her sister died. Her mom also in the dark as to how she died. Jackie Cohen Roth also reacted to the news on LinkedIn, writing, "My daughter has passed away," but saying that they really don't have any idea how she died. "Kylie loved and lived fiercely. Nothing makes sense now, and we'll understand more in the next few days." People are asking questions about this, obviously. I mean, it's a tragedy, but people are asking questions about this because, again, the nature of her work was to expose celebrities and celebrity culture. Kylie's last TikTok, in which she talks about the irony of a cringe Tom Sandoval and JoJo Siwa both appearing at the Fox Special Forces, was posted last week. Currently has over 2 million views. Again, I'm not a big-time celebrity culture guy. You won't find... I despise Hollywood and celebrity culture. But there are some people who super get into it, right? And this TikToker was one of them. Here's the post from her sister here. Got 9,000 likes, talking about how her sister passed away, and they don't know what happened. They're not sure what the hell happened. If you go through her account, what you can see, the deceased account, is you can see her with millions of views actually talking about, some pretty big name people, right? Noah Cyrus, The Rock, Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, I don't even know how to say his name right. That shows you exactly how tied into celebrity culture I am. Selena Gomez, Jay-Z, and so on and so on. Sacha Baron Cohen. And so what a lot of this, what she talks about is effectively, sort of exposing what is going on right now. Like here with Diddy is a good example, right? Talking about Diddy and what's actually happening behind the scenes. An example of her work and talking about Diddy, like right here.
You want more, I'll give you more. Speaking of that J. Lulu jail time, we've got another Diddy blind item. So this is in 2013 and this was released on PR Newswire. I used to also have to do investor relations and I used to release, write the press releases to give and send them to PR Newswire. That's funny. Sean Diddy Combs and Ciroc Ultra Premium Vodka team up with Uber for the holidays to provide $1 million worth of safe rides home. Ciroc will host additional pledge parties throughout the month of December in key markets including New York, Los Angeles, Miami, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Chicago. This sounds like a great idea. So Diddy hosts parties all over the country, but specifically those markets where, I don't know, Diddy's parties, he likes to ply women full of stuff, and then, oops, they need rides home. This sounds like the makings of nothing good. Now, in hindsight, people are looking at the producer Wannabe Rapper and his charity that he ran about a decade ago. Basically, it involved giving drunk women, especially celebrities, a ride home. The more drunk, the better. Our producer / Wannabe Rapper would sometimes personally take them home.
I'll get in the car with him. Would y'all get in the car with Diddy? No. Oh my God. Like, I did hear about that around Christmas time. Like, they was like giving people rides home and stuff like that. I don't trust that. If I got to drink that much, I'm going to have me a designated driver. Me and some friends, we're going to all go. But that's a Diddy party, so I ain't going no way. I'm not finna go no way. Y'all get up in there with Diddy. Y'all been got y'all dug out.
Diddy's not an Uber driver, but he would personally take these people from his pledge parties home. How much you guys want to bet that they didn't make it home?
Right.
Allegedly, there's still 4 or 5 of them still trapped in Diddy's basement in his Miami home.
And so, yeah, I mean, obviously she covers a lot of ground here and is somebody who is exposing, or at the very least, like, is...
So I wondered, when they raided his Miami home, like, did they find, like, some people and stuff like that? I wondered that, like, what all did they find? Like, I want to know, like, can they just come out with, like, all the things that they found? Like, can they tell, like, they found, like, some amount of drugs and all, like, guns? I know they said guns and stuff, but... like, what else? Like, I want the juicy stuff. That's just the usual stuff. You always hear about that, but I want some good juicy stuff.
Very tied in to celebrity culture, and we know that because it's really interesting. Movie stars like Julia Fox, star of Uncut Gems, saying, I know I never met Kylie in real life, but I felt like I knew her. So devastated. Have been crying ever since the news leaked on TikTok. I will miss her deeply. Bunny XO, country music star Jelly Roll's wife, commented on Kylie's last TikTok, I am so sad. There are other TikTokers that are following up. So, like, celebrities and celebrity culture, like, I like to obviously know her and talk to her and watch her. Did she cross too many powerful people, right, is the question that many are asking right now. So Kylie Marissa Roth, famous TikToker, has been found dead with no cause of death given. She recently uploaded videos exposing Oprah and Diddy. The family is unsure about what caused her death. Last week, leading up to her passing, she was having issues with her account with over 700,000 followers being banned. So again, a lot of people are saying, like, what's going on here? Very, very, very odd. And a lot of those people are asking, did this have something to do with the exposing of Diddy? She has a lot, based on our review of her channel, she has a lot of focus on the Diddy story, and for good reason. I mean, obviously, right? Like, for good reason.
Right.
There are cameras, hidden cameras found all over Diddy's house. Like, when the feds raided the house, the house looked like this on the inside, and they ripped up everything looking for electronics. You can see the footage of the feds carrying out electronics, computers, hard drives from the house. Surely Diddy recorded somebody who he shouldn't have in his freakout parties, right?
Right.
And got either a politician or somebody famous, somebody who could like call in a federal raid like this. And that's what happened to this guy. Look at this. Look at the servers, the safes cracked open, and the electronics strewn about. That's what the feds were after
What's
here.
all up in there?
So what are people who knew Diddy saying about all this? Various rappers are saying, yeah, we knew what you were doing. You had a hard drive with all of these tapes on them, and you were trying to hide them, right? Check it out.
But he need to build a spot over there in Valley for his boy Puffy. 'Cause Puffy I warn Keefy D to take his ass over there. There's no extradition laws over there. So I'm warning you now, Puffy. Take your ass over there. Reggie prediction. I know Puffy is smart enough, and he probably done already cleaned his houses. But sexual predators, what do they do? And we'd be like, damn, why? They treat their sex tapes like, yeah, remember that song, Me and My Girlfriend, that Pac did? What he was talking about? What was Pac talking about, y'all? And that. Do y'all really know what he was talking about? For those of y'all know what he's talking about, he's talking about a gun, but sexual predators is what hold on to their tapes. And cops know that. So I wouldn't be surprised if some storages or some of Puffy properties be getting raided real soon.
Well, isn't that interesting? Because lo and behold, just a few short weeks ago, we saw the government agents raiding Puffy's properties and seizing tapes, hard drives, computers, laptops, and various data centers from them, along with, of course, arresting his direct family members, or at the very least placing them under arrest by putting them in handcuffs and bringing them out of the house like this. So does this have anything to do with the death of this TikToker who has been exposing sort of this cover up here, right? You can see like in video after video after video, this expose about Diddy and what's actually happening. And some of these videos getting millions and millions of views. Did you get a little too close to the truth here? We're not exactly certain, but we do know what Jesse Waters was able to uncover about Diddy and about his freak out parties and what they were really about. This is why they're calling him the Jeffrey Epstein of the music industry. Have a listen.
Now, Diddy called these his freak out parties. In attendance were celebrities, politicians, athletes, international dignitaries like British royalty, Prince Harry, and music label executives. Lil Rod claimed some of the biggest names in the recording industry sponsored these parties with sex workers, drugs, and underage girls.
Oh, my goodness.
The CEO of Universal Music, Lucian Grange, is named as a defendant. So is the former CEO of Motown Records, Ethiopia, Habert Mariam, and others. Lil Rod says hidden cameras were in every room of Diddy's homes. Lil Rod believes that Mr. Combs possesses compromising footage of every person that has attended his freak-off parties and his house parties. Salacious tapes of Hollywood's biggest names, including record CEOs and politicians, doing drugs and cavorting with prostitutes and minors. The complaint argues that these freak-off parties were a business model. Young and up-and-coming talent attended and were promised career opportunities and access to music executives. They were then plied with drugs and alcohol, filmed. Some were black.
He already know they wasn't finna get it. I don't see they days. That's another thing. People need to try to uplift their daughters and stuff like this, so they won't be scammed by people like this. Cause they gonna tell them anything just to have their little underwear down.
Blackmailed. There was a quid pro quo, according to the complaint. Lil Rod said not only were these music executives sponsoring these parties, they were handing Diddy large sums of cash
Golly.
that he used to pay for the sex workers and drugs.
Oh.
Something tells me the IRS is going to be interested.
Right. Not the IRS. Golly. They gonna want their money out for that too? They already be pimping. They pimp Buh. They be pimping. Now he finna have to. Now he finna get the IRS put on him for the money he didn't got off the sex workers. That's sad right there. Y'all, that was silly. And like with the TikTok, I mean, like, I ain't gonna just put that off on them. That's just my per se. I'm not gonna put that off on just Oprah and Diddy. I ain't gonna say it's not a possibility that could have happened. I ain't gonna say that, but it's also other things that could have happened too. Like maybe her and her boyfriend got into it or whatever like that. I mean, you just never know until they do like a test and stuff. I can't remember what the name of it is. Oh my god. It was on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it now. But yeah, until they do an autopsy on her body, and then like then they can tell like exactly what happened. But that is just so sad. I hate that happened to her. Prayers out to her family. I know it just happened like a couple of weeks ago, but still though, everyone needs to be aware of it. So don't go digging for the truth if you don't want to find. If you really want to find out what's gonna happen to you in the end, is it really worth it, or should you just gonna mind your own business? I mean, like I know people be wanting the truth, but is it worth it? Or can you just stay to yourself and just live your life? I mean, like I know that was how she got her money and all like that, but I'd be like, okay, I feel like I'm going too deep with this, so let me just stop. And I just started doing something else. Because I ain't going to say, like, well, maybe she wanted to know the truth. I'm just going to say maybe she wanted to know the truth. And she wanted the full story. And they did come in and do something to her. Like, how is they going to find it out? Because they're going to cover it up. They're going to cover it up in any kind of way they can. And her family is not going to never know what happened to her. And that is so sad. Like, it's ridiculous. And, like, I just want to be fooled with nothing with that crazy person. I want to go to, like, how Jaguar Wright said she would go to, like, the parties just to scoop, just to, like, look and see what's going on and all like that and something. No, it's not that serious for me. I promise you. It's not. But you guys, you tell me what y'all thought of the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, you guys.